So, the number one question I always get about this car. Jonathan, why didn't you buy the GT? Why did you get the base model? Why didn't you get the twin turbo V6 with 370 horsepower and whatnot? Why didn't you do that? Why did you settle for the base model? Well, the truth is your boy's broke. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jonathan from Brotherly Reviews. As you see, I am sitting in the car. It's about 10 o'clock at night. And the reason I'm sitting in the car is because I told you guys I was going to do any talk videos of me sitting in the garage with the car in front of me and whatnot. So I thought, okay, I'm going to just do the video in the car now. So if you're joining me for the first time, thank you very, very much for checking out the channel. Please do consider liking, subscribing, and share with your friends and family to help me grow. I really would appreciate everybody who does that, and everybody who's been doing it so far. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers, so big thumbs up to everybody else who's been following along from the beginning. You guys know that I do this for you guys. So I'm only doing this video today, and I'm just addressing a question I get a lot, whether it's from YouTube, whether it's from Instagram, any kind of social media, Facebook groups, car groups, or whatnot, or the comments that you guys leave in this and the other. I'm addressing a question that I get a lot, and I just want to first and foremost just let you guys know I'm not doing this in retaliation. I'm not doing this to react to everybody who makes the comments and whatnot. I'm basically doing this just to help you guys understand, and also questions are asked and you want answers. So here I am to give it to you live and in the flesh, to give you the answers that you guys have the questions to. All right, so I had to switch the camera here, so hopefully it's a lot clearer. Like I said, it's 10 o'clock at night. It's the only time I had to make this video today, so it is what it is. So, why did I buy the GTLine instead of a GT1 or a GT2? Well, because at the time, and I really want to clarify this, guys. At the time I made this purchase, this vehicle right here, at the time I made this purchase, I still had the black Acura TL Type S, the one that started the channel. I still had that car. So it was in the process of having the engine rebuilt for the second time. It was still in the shop. I'd already sold the Ford Fusion because I wanted something, newer and nicer, and that was something that was a little bit faster because Fusion was kind of slow. It was a great car, a phenomenal car. You guys have seen the videos I've done on that car. I absolutely love that car, but I just wanted to move on to something newer and nicer. I still, to this day, will buy another Fusion. I definitely plan to buy another Fusion to put back on the channel, or just to have as part of my fleet again, because I really do miss and enjoyed that car for the time I had it. So don't think I just got rid of it because I just didn't want it no more. I really did enjoy it, but it was time. It was time for me to move up to bigger and better things in life. So with that being said, at the time I bought this car, I did not need anything fast. I did not need anything overly priced. I did not need any of that, because you guys remember we've been under a pandemic for about 3.5 years now, where supplies to make things have been super short. Some cars are only being sold with one key fob versus two, or some cars weren't even sold with a key fob at all. They just had to go all interactive with the phones and whatnot to control the car, to unlock it, lock it, and all that. Some cars even had that. 9 of chips were being made to supply new vehicles, and that's why used vehicles started to be more valuable than the new cars, because the used cars had everything that you needed. And it's still like that today, sadly, that used cars are still being sold higher than new cars. And when I was buying my new car, I had parameters. I had a budget. First and foremost, that's the most important thing. Anytime I tell anybody that's buying a car, you need to have a budget. What do you want to spend? What is your price cap? What do you not want to go over? And I for damn sure was not paying none of these stupid market prices. A lot of these cars had $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, to $30,000 in markups. I was not paying that. I was not that desperate for a car. The same reason why the Charger Y body that they had at Napleton Dodge, it was a scat pack, by the way, fully loaded scat pack. Sticker price about 75 grand, and then the markup on top of that. So we're talking about 85 grand for a scat pack. No, Not me. Definitely was not me. I was not going to be booed the fool and buy that one. So my parameters for buying a brand new car had to be brand new, had to be rear wheel drive or all wheel drive, because I was done with front wheel drive cars. The Acura was going to be the last one. 4 doors, because a lot of my practicality. You know, I'm a family man. I may not have kids of my own, but I do have a 3-year-old goddaughter. I do have, you know, nieces and nephews that ride in the car with me. So it had to be a practical vehicle. So 4-door, automatic, comfortable, you know, for a perfect daily driver, great on gas. These are all the things I was looking for when I was looking for a new car. And Kia wasn't the first brand I looked at. I looked at Hyundai. I looked at Subaru. I looked at Infiniti. I looked at Genesis. I was really interested in getting the Genesis G70, but it was a little bit small and it was a markup, so skip that one. Yeah, there was a lot of brands I was looking at. I was looking at the Camry, you know, like the SE with the Plus pack that had the sunroof and all the other stuff. I was looking at the Kia K5 GTLine all-wheel drive. I was looking at a Subaru STI, because I did, you know, it's still been my dream car. Still wanted one of those, but of course by then they stopped making them. 2021 was the last year for that, so there was no more allocations for those cars anymore. I did look at Nissan. You know, there's a couple of cars from Nissan I was looking at. Well, yeah, all-wheel drive Nissans. But either way, there was cars I was looking at that was within my price range and was what everything I needed. So when I came across this car, it was in my budget. So once again, at the time, I did not need a fast car. 4-door, automatic, 4-cylinder, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, good warranty. So this has a 100,000 mile 10-year warranty. This is a 4-cylinder. It is automatic. It is 4 doors. It is my perfect daily driver. So at the time I was buying this car, it made sense. I did not need to spend 55 to 60 grand for a GT. First of all, it's only get 60 extra horsepower. And just to say I have it. Because let's just say I would have got the GT1. Then it would have been, oh, why didn't you get the GT2? Okay, so let's say I get the GT2. Oh, why didn't you get the GTS? Why didn't you get the GT Elite? Why didn't you get the Tribute Edition that's out now? Just throwing examples out there. Like it's always one more. You know what I mean? Like it's always, you know, why did you do this versus not doing this? Well, you know what? I'm just gonna give you cut plain, dry and raw, because I'm very transparent with everybody. The money was coming out of my pocket. So therefore, what I choose to buy with my money is what's going to make sense for me. It's not to satisfy anybody else. It's not to be a crowd pleaser. It's not to put myself in a financial hole just to please other people who don't pay my bills, who don't live in my house, who don't feed me, who don't do any of that. You know, it's always the people who don't do anything in your life or for your life that has an opinion about something. And it's crazy because sometimes I'll read some of these comments from people, even if it's on here on YouTube or in the Infinity groups. The only reason why I'm in the Infinity groups is because we do have a Q50 in the family, so I'm on that group to get more information about that car and any help I may need, any parts I'm looking for or whatnot. And last week, some bozo flamed me in the comments saying that, oh, you just got the GTLine because you're too broke and too poor to afford the GT. And yeah, these are also the same people that believe that the VR30 is actually a solid engine. That's actually a reliable engine. You know, those things can't even go down a quarter mile without the damn car overheating and the turbo blowing up. The VQ37, which is what we have, the 2014 Q50 that we got, that is the most reliable engine. People swap those engines into other cars. That just goes to show you like how solid the VQ37 is versus the almighty VR30, which everybody make it seem as like the best thing out there. It's not. Every other day, those engines are being swapped, or turbos are being replaced, or head gaskets are being redone on those engines because they're unreliable. The VR30 engine is trash. I would just say it right now, it is. Now, I'm not saying that I have that the engine in this car is bulletproof like the VQ37, but hey man, I got warranty. So whatever happens, happens. goes in the shop and get a new one, who cares? But even so, I'm not trash talking anybody with you know, in the Infiniti group because of the choices that they made. You wanted to buy an Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400, kudos to you. You wanted to buy the Silver Sport 300, thumbs up to you. You wanted to backtrack and get a VQ 37, hey, I salute you because I got the same one. Good choice. But even so, I'm supposed to be happy about my purchase, and I am. I'm happy about the purchase because I did this for me. I did this for my, you know, for what I needed for my needs. I didn't do it for anybody else. It does exactly what I needed to do. It gets me from point A to point B. It gets me. I've taken what, 3 road trips I've taken with this car so far. Took it to Georgia. Took it to the Panhandle in Florida. I'm sorry, two trips. I mean, I've gone to Miami a few times, but I don't really consider that a road trip. That's 2.5 hours. That's nothing versus 6+ hours going to North Florida or to Georgia or whatnot. But either way, this car does exactly what it needs to do. And even so, I'm still part of the Stinger family, whichever way you want to slice it. Whether it's a GTLine, GT1, GT2. So it really would not matter what you do in life. There's always gonna be someone that's gonna talk you down. And quite honestly, I don't care. I did what was right for me. I made the choices for myself. So however you guys feel about it is between you and God, because none of you paying my bills, none of you are paying my car payments, none of you even drive this car. So I really could care less what you guys think. I'm just making this video, like I said, just to you know, explain the reasons why I went with the base model versus the GT, which again, I did not need it at all. All right, so let's talk about prices now. Got the original window sticker right here, which was laminated by my friend Chris. Thank you very much for doing that for me. So I'm gonna look at the window sticker right now. So the manufacturer suggested retail price for this car was $36,090. Call it $36,100. That's the starting point. That's you getting a basic Stinger, not even a sunroof, no advanced audio system, none of that stuff. You start at $36,000. Then you add, for this particular one I have here, then you add the ceramic silver paint, which is a $495 option, the red interior, which I'm kind of matching right now. I didn't do it on purpose, I promise. Yeah. The red interior color package, which is $295, and then the sun and sound package, which is the giant half panoramic sunroof, the Harman Kardon audio system, and the power adjustable passenger. Yeah, even in the base Stinger, you don't get a powered passenger seat. With a sun and sound package, that's what that gives you. For some reason here it says carpeted floor mats for rear wheel drive only, but it came with the rubber floor mats, so I think that might be a typo. It did come with the carpet floor mats, which I have in the storage right now, so I'm not going to use them. And then the all with a cargo tray. So the floor mats were $155 and the cargo tray was $115. That brings up to an MSRP including options of $39,450. Inland freight and handling is an extra $1,045, coming up to a grand total manufacturer suggested retail price of $40,495. That is everything right here that you're looking at for that price. All right, so to wrap this up, do what makes sense to you. Don't do it for Joe Schmo down the street who just bought himself a brand new Mustang GT with the Performance Pack 2. Don't do it for the co-worker who just came to work with a C63 AMGS and only bad-mouthing you about what you did. You need to worry about yourself, okay? Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself. Don't care what anybody says to you. I really don't care about the comments that I get from people, because once again, none of you guys live my life. None of you guys pay my bills. And I did what I chose to do for me, not to please anybody else. Let's just even say I went and got something else in the price range. Let's say I would have went with Dodge. I was looking at the Dodge Charger. But let's say I would have went with like maybe an RT. Let's say I would have went with an Audi S5. Let's say I would have went with, a Subaru WRX. Oh, why didn't you get the RS5? Why didn't you get the STI? Why didn't you get the Sky Pack? See, same concept. Everybody who doesn't... My phone ran out of storage. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, everybody that doesn't live your life is always going to have their opinions. Forget the opinions that you hear and just do what's right for you. That's all I really can tell you. I absolutely love my car. I'm happy with my purchase. And regardless of what everybody feels, I did what was right for me. So thank you guys for checking out another video. Try to do the best I could in these dark settings, but hopefully you guys can see and understand everything. If you guys enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate everybody's been following along. Almost 2,000 subscribers. As for right now, take care, stay blessed, and drive safely. Salute.